नहीं नहीं,
जी।
एस सुतार लिख दो, जैसे वो आप लोग ज्वाइन हुई हैं।
ट्रिपल एस की। डिलीवर करे कि वो चीज क्या है। पेशेंट सेफ्टी को ही हम लोग प्रायोरिटी दिए हैं। एंड एज यू नो, हॉस्पिटल सेक्टर एंड फार्मेसी प्रैक्टिस, कम्युनिटी फार्मेसी, ये तीनों अभी राइजिंग मोड में। अगले 10 साल के बाद अगर आप देखोगे, सबसे ज्यादा जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड जो ग्रोथ करने का चांसेस रहेगा वो इसी सेक्टर में रहेगा। वन इज हॉस्पिटल फार्मेसी, वन इज फार्मेसी प्रैक्टिस एंड कम्युनिटी फार्मेसी। तो इसीलिए इस पर हम आपको ये जो 8 हमारे स्पीकर्स हैं इस साल के, सब इसी के ऊपर गाएंगे। एंड ऑल ऑफ देम आर हाईली अक्लेम्ड पर्संस इन इंटरनेशनल अरेना, राइट? So coming back to this, today's our guest is Dr. Saurabh Kaushik, who is the director of IFS Muga, and he is a very leading personality of pharmacy. And again, we have decided to invite all these people because we are coming up with pharmacy practice and PharmD syllabus. We are going to introduce in the Danteswari pharmacy from 2024. So we thought we'll go for all these people. So Dr. Saurabh Kaushik is going to address you just 15 to 20 minutes later. He will speak to you about the importance of pharmacy practice and PharmD courses and how the opportunity is growing in India, particularly on these two topics, right? Because the central government has also very recently started recognizing PharmD personnel, those who are coming out from PharmD or pharmacy practice. Central government has started taking them in our healthcare system. So it is a very good course, and you can also think about it. So Dr. Saurabh Kaushik will speak, and tomorrow we have a, Indian Pharmacopoeial Commission, जो आपका फार्माकोविजिलेंस, इंडिया में जो फार्माकोविजिलेंस का हेड है, डॉक्टर कलाई सल्वन इज गोइंग टू एड्रेस यू ऑन 23rd at 3 p.m. राइट? ही इज हेड ऑफ इंडिया। जो फार्माकोपोइयल कमीशन है, जो फार्माकोविजिलेंस का रिपोर्टिंग होता है, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम इनिशिएशन, आई नो आई हैव इनवाइटेड हिम ड्यूरिंग 2014, एंड उसी समय से वो हमारे इंडिया में फार्माकोविजिलेंस शुरू हुआ। उससे पहले कंपल्सरी नहीं था। So now he is head of the government of India, so he is going to address you. And similarly on ADR reporting, do you know ADR? Adverse drug reaction, right? Pharmacovigilance में वही होता है, जो हम दवाई खाते हैं और अगर कुछ adverse reaction आता है तो generally doctor says कि चलो ये दवाई के लिए problem हो रहा है, इसको निकाल देते हैं। But previously it was not being reported to government of India. तो आज हर एक कंट्री में जब भी अगर आप दवाई खाएं, आपको रैशेस आया, एड्रेनलिन हुआ, वोमिटिंग हुआ, अगर कुछ भी ऐसा सिम्टम्स हुआ तो उसको गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया को, जो भी कंट्री है वो कंट्री के गवर्नमेंट को इन्फॉर्म किया जाता है पर्टिकुलर डोसेज फॉर्म। तो गवर्नमेंट नोटिंग करते हैं, अगर वही प्रॉब्लम बहुत सारे जगह से अगर आए तो गवर्नमेंट क्या करता है, वो दवाई को विड्रॉ करने के लिए वो कंपनी, so either you change it, जो प्रॉब्लम आ रहे हैं उसको इरेडिकेट करो एंड मार्केट में रीलॉन्च करो, अदरवाइज विड्रॉ फ्रॉम द मार्केट। सबसे पहले तो मार्केट से विड्रॉ करते हैं। सो दैट इज पेशेंट सेफ्टी। पेशेंट की अच्छाई के लिए ये सारे काम किया जाता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एडीआर रिपोर्टिंग। So again from Indian Pharmacopoeial Commission, Dr. Ray will speak you about ADR reporting. ADR reporting कैसा किया जाता है, and we are also planning to set up a ADR reporting center over here. हमारे कॉलेज में एक सेंटर होगा एंड जो हमारे मेडिकल कॉलेज है वहाँ पे भी एक सेंटर हम लोग करेंगे। हमारे जो स्टूडेंट्स रहेंगे एंड स्टाफ रहेंगे वो ADR रिपोर्टिंग करेंगे। So you will also understand कि what is ADR, ठीक है? So this is second person, both are from government of India. Then again, do you heard about PGI Chandigarh, Postgraduate Institute of Chandigarh? Have anybody? Prestigious institution of India, and it is a government organization having medical college. All these microbiological, virological, and other experiments जितने भी बनते हैं, अभी कोविड के टाइम पे they were one of the pioneer, जिनके साथ मिलके हमारे जो भारत बायोटेक का कोवैक्सीन का जो फॉर्मेशन हुआ, they were one of the research associated for that. So it is one of the most prestigious institution. वो institution से दो जन हमारे यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं. One Dr. Amit was supposed to available here physically, but there was some problem. So again, he will address you on Zoom. And Dr. Amol. Dr. Amol, again, he will speak about center, how it is to be created and all. And the government of India has started one. They will started thinking about last time telemedicine. आपको पता है इंडिया in rural part of India जहाँ पे डॉक्टर्स अवेलेबल नहीं थे. छतरपुर से अगर 10 किलोमीटर अंदर चले जाओ तो आपको डॉक्टर अवेलेबल नहीं होते. तो वहाँ पे जो लोग रहते हैं वो कैसे डॉक्टर started one department called telemedicine. Telemedicine में क्या जाएगा, हर एक गांव में, कस्बे में, पंचायत लेवल में एक सेंटर इंस्टॉल किया जाएगा. वहां से नेशनल लेवल में एंड इंटरनेशनल लेवल में ऑनलाइन में डॉक्टर्स अवेलेबल. तो इमीडिएटली दे विल कनेक्ट यू ऑन जूम, ऑन इंटरनेट नेट में वो कनेक्ट करेंगे. सम डॉक्टर विल और चेन्नई और अहमदाबाद और दिल्ली, जहां भी बैठा रहेगा वो इमीडिएटली कनेक्ट करेगा. और फार्मासिस्ट विल देयर इन दैट सेंटर, जिन्होंने जो बेसिक पैरामीटर है, हाइट, वेट, टेम्परेचर है कि नहीं, पल्स कितना है एंड बीपी कितना है, वो नोट करके ऑनलाइन में कंप्यूटर में ऐड करके छोड़ दे. तो गूगल विल बी अवेलेबल एंड सिम्टम्स दे विल स्पेसिफाई. तो जैसे सिम्टम्स और ये पता लगेगा, अगर doctors will feel that it is a problem related to your heart, then some cardiac image भी अवेलेबल रहेगा ऑनलाइन में. वो इमीडिएटली वीडियो मोड में आएंगे, सारे डिटेल्स लेंगे. इवन ECG and all can also be done online. Sometime I will request Amrit Kumar because he was working on this. ये जो पर्टिकुलर मोड में बता रहा हूँ, even your eye testing, your BP, pulse, everything, including ECG, because अगर कहीं प्रॉब्लम हो तो you have to come to आपको ऑनलाइन में कनेक्ट होगा एंड आपको तुरंत वहीं पे प्रिंट आउट निकाल के प्रिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ सम स्पेशलिस्ट डॉक्टर, क्योंकि यहाँ भी स्पेशलिस्ट नहीं मिलते. जगदलपुर आल्सो डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल में स्पेशलिस्ट डॉक्टर नहीं मिलते. But sitting at Delhi, some cardiac surgeon will see your prescription and वो prescription generate होके आपके वो सेंटर तक आ जाएगा. वहाँ पे जो फार्मासिस्ट रहेंगे वो प्रिंट आउट निकाल के आपको देंगे and you can avail medicine. प्रॉब्लम हुआ, सर्जिकल रिक्वायरमेंट है, then only you need to come to hospital. Isn't it a good system? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And इसमें सबसे ज्यादा फायदा किसका हुआ? Just think about it, अगर throughout India में अगर हर एक पंचायत में, हर एक विलेज में एक टेलीमेडिसिन सेंटर होगा, तो जो बेसिक पैरामीटर जो हम कलेक्ट करके देंगे, there a pharmacist is required. समझ रहे हो? तो आपका जो रिक्वायरमेंट, these all are community रिक्वायरमेंट आएगा एंड यू कैन बी सेल्फ सफिशिएंट. उस टाइम में गवर्नमेंट मोड में नहीं जाएगा. दिस विल कम अंडर पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप. समझ रहे हैं? तो आपको आपका गांव छोड़ के कहीं बाहर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. यू कैन आल्सो स्टार्ट ए सेंटर ऑफ योर ओन एंड व्हाटएवर money you will get from patient, that will be shared among the doctor and you. So it's a huge opportunity. सोचिए कितना छत्तीसगढ़ में टोटल गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में कितने फार्मासिस्ट रहेंगे? 1000, 2000, 4000, 5000, 5000, 10000, राइट? बट अगर ये आया तो छत्तीसगढ़ में कितने गांव हैं? मस्ट बी लैक्स. सो उतने अपॉर्चुनिटी आपको मिलेगा. So it's a very good field which is upcoming and it is for the betterment of pharmacists. And उसके साथ में और एक चीज है e-pharmacy. You know what is e-pharmacy? Any one of you? क्या है? Anyone? E-pharmacy? Absolutely. इतने सारे ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म है, आज के तारीख में कोई दवाई दुकान में जाना नहीं चाहता है। Because if you put it on internet, बहुत सारे अपोलो और कौन सा दवा कुछ है, 1 gram कुछ है, कपिल देव and all big celebrities are advertising for that, you know. So सारे दवाइयाँ आप ऑनलाइन में मंगा सकते हो, तो मुझे दवाई दुकान तो जाना नहीं पड़ेगा। सपोज अभी दवाई दुकान क्या है, कंसंट्रेशन कहाँ रहता है? हॉस्पिटल के सामने रहता है। हॉस्पिटल के सामने देखोगे 15-20 मेडिसिन स्टोर रहेगा, बिकॉज़ पब्लिक गोज देयर एंड हॉस्पिटल से निकलने बाद खरीदे। ऑल्सो आपके गांव में भी अगर आपने दवाई दुकान की हो, ये टेलीमेडिसिन अगर आप ऐड करोगे और ई फार्मेसी को अगर अडॉप्ट करोगे, आप भी अगर आपके पंचायत के आपके गांव के चारों तरफ अगर जगदलपुर में कोई किया है, अगर 8-10 जो हमारे पंचायत या ब्लॉक है, अगर उसको अगर वो भेजना चालू करें, नॉट रिक्वायर्ड टू सेंड इट अक्रॉस द कंट्री, तो अपोलो लेवल में जाना जरूरत नहीं है, बट आपका कुछ तो सेल बढ़ेगा एंड पीपल विल ट्रस्ट यू। अभी कई तरह के उसमें प्रॉब्लम है, अगर ई मेडिसिन में आता है तो कोई कहता है एक्सपायर्ड मेडिसिन को उसको वाइप आउट करके एक्सपायरी डेट चेंज करके भेज देते हैं। तो व्हेन आई विल कलेक्ट फ्रॉम सम ऑफ माय नियर बाय टाउन से अगर मैं ई फार्मेसी में कलेक्ट करूंगा तो वो मुझे झूठ नहीं कह सकता है, अगर कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम होगा तो मैं उसको पकड़ूंगा। तो ये भी हमारे लिए एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है। So the person Dr. Ami is appointed by Government of India and e-pharmacy और काम कर रहे हैं। So I have invited him so that आपके लिए बहुत बड़ा अपॉर्चुनिटी आएगा। I don't want that all of you should work। नौकरी नहीं करना है, सबसे लीस्ट what do you call आपका लास्ट प्रायोरिटी होना चाहिए। फर्स्ट यू शुड ट्राई टू खुद एक एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना जरूरी है। आप खुद अपने लिए कमाओगे एंड उसके साथ में आपके दोस्त या आपके गांव के लोग एंगेज करोगे। You know, that is how you can improve and as a whole the nation will grow. That is what is happening. Make in India. That is the thought process. Make in India. यहीं पे अगर बनेगा तो हम भी ये करेंगे एंड एक्सपोर्ट जहां बाहर से मंगा रहे हैं वो भी कम होगा, और यहाँ अगर बनाएंगे तो 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 साइज ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूशन को देख के कुछ लोग एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिलेगा। तो दिस इज व्हाट इज द थॉट ऑफ मेक इन इंडिया। तो आप लोग भी उसी ढंग से सोचना बहुत जरूरी है। तो ये दोनों सेक्टर जो है वो ग्रो कर रहे हैं, इसीलिए मैंने उनको बुलाया। एंड आल्सो आई हैव इनवाइटेड वन ऑफ डॉक्टर राज वैद्या फ्रॉम गोवा। He is a pioneer in the field of community pharmacy. Community pharmacy में कैसा काम किया होता है गवर्नमेंट इंडिया में, and is also a IPA। अभी जो IPA का ब्रोशर हम लोगों ने भेजे हुए हैं आप देखे होंगे, उसमें डॉक्टर राज वैद्य is also there। तो he will also address you on 24th of morning and आपको बताएंगे कि कम्युनिटी में क्या-क्या अपॉर्चुनिटी है, because all of you एक साल या 2 साल या 6 महीने में आप बाहर जाओगे तो आप डिफरेंट फील्ड में काम करोगे। तो वो आपको बताएंगे कि कम्युनिटी फार्मेसी में आप क्या-क्या कर सकते हो। ठीक है, ये ग्रोइंग अपॉर्चुनिटी है। पेशेंट सेफ्टी के ऊपर हमको काम करना है एंड अपने एरिया में काम करना है एंड आगे चल के इसका प्रायोरिटी और रिक्वायरमेंट बढ़ने वाला है। तो आपके लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी, जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी है, खुद को एंटरप्रेन्योर साबित करने का मौका है। तो मैं उन्हीं लोगों को बुलाया। देन उसके बाद और 3 जन हैं, वन इज फ्रॉम वो सुबह आपको एड्रेस करेंगे बिकॉज़ उनका टाइमिंग इज लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस इज देयर। 12 घंटे का टाइम है, तो रात को 9:30 बजे अगर वो वहां पे एड्रेस करेंगे तो नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग 9:30 को हम लोग को यहाँ रहता है। सो 9:30 मॉर्निंग अगर हम लोग करेंगे तो बाय दैट टाइम इट विल बी 9:30 इवनिंग इन। सो वो पर्टिकुलरली वो एक सेशन को हम मॉर्निंग आवर में रखे हैं बिकॉज़ वी कैन ड्राइव टू सेकंड हाफ। तो ही विल आल्सो एड्रेस, ही इज अ क्लिनिकल फार्माकोलॉजिस्ट and also a professor in university, US university। उनको मैं खास करके बुलाया हूँ। हमारे जो also for our newcomers, they should know what are the opportunities in abroad। आप में से बहुत लोग हैं जो जिनके दिल में रहेगा कि शायद मैं I'll go to US or UK or Australia or Sydney जो जितने भी developed countries हैं, and I'm sure people will go. So मैं उनको specially बुलाया. What are the opportunities in US? US में क्या opportunity है after completing your BCom or MCom और diploma pharmacy करने के बाद आप कैसे ये जो developed countries को जा सकते हो? क्योंकि उसमें क्या है आपका भी financial abilities enhance होगा and technical thought process चेंज होगा. जितने बड़े कंट्रीज में आप जाओगे तो उनका सिस्टम वेरी एडवांस, तो हमें वो सीखना मिलेगा. एंड आप अगर सीख के आओगे तो देन whenever you will come back it will benefit to our other friends also. है ना. आईटी में हम लोग वही किए. पहले सब जितने हैं यूएस यूके ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जाके उनका टेक्नोलॉजी तो सब यहाँ भी हमारे आज का जो पूरा सेशन है अमृत जो भी एंड अनु दे आर मैनेजिंग एंड वी आर ऑन ऑनलाइन नाउ. यूट्यूब में हम लोग अभी ऑनलाइन में. तो आवर बॉयज टू एबल टू डू दिस कैसे हो, क्योंकि 20 साल यहाँ पे डाउन टाइम में सभी को सिखाया. सो द सेम थिंग कैन हैपन इन फार्मेसी आल्सो, है ना. तो इसीलिए मैं उनको बुलाया हूँ. उनको जरूर सुनना. एंड इज अ वेरी डायनामिक पर्सनालिटी. आप में से अगर कोई जाना चाहेंगे यूएस तो ही विल आल्सो हेल्प यू आउट. तो उनको बुलाया. द सेकंड पर्सन इज फ्रॉम ऑस्ट्रेलिया. ही इज अ पर्सन, ही इज एनालिटिकल केमिस्ट्री बैकग्राउंड पे है, पीएचडी किए हुए हैं. And he had started his career with me. Both of you have started working with for Cipla. नौकरी करने के लिए कंपनी में. He was in Cipla R&D and quality control. Then he shifted to Australia, started working for one company, and now he is owner of two testing lab in Australia, Adelaide and Sydney में उनका टेस्टिंग लैब है. जितने फार्मा कंपनी हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया में सारे started a manufacturing unit also. See किस लेवल में पहुंच सकते हैं. He is from a very remote place of Maharashtra. उनको भी नहीं आता था. He used to speak in Marathi, I used to speak in Urdu. So now अब मेरे ख्याल से कल या परसों आपको ऑर्डर देंगे. आप देखेंगे उनका फ्लुएंट क्या है, उसका स्टाइल ऑफ. तो माहौल बहुत जरूरी है आपको जहाँ जाएंगे. तो मैं उनको खास करके बुलाया हूँ. इट इज ए सक्सेस स्टोरी. अगर हमको इंस्पायर होना है, हमको कुछ करना है, तो सामने हमको लोग दिखना चाहिए कि ये सक्सेसफुल हुआ है इस फील्ड में. मान लीजिए मैं फार्माकोविजिलेंस में जाना चाहता हूँ तो मुझे दिखना चाहिए 2-4 ऐसे लोग. और अगर हमारे नजदीक में हो, हमारे दोस्त में ऐसे अगर कोई गया है, हमारे एरिया से कोई गया है, तो वो ज्यादा इंस्पायर करता है ना. So वो जो इंस्पायरेशन के लिए मैं उनको बुलाया हूँ. He will also speak to you and analysis कैसे हो रहा है उसमें भी दिखाएंगे. And after that again one I have invited from you a quality control person. He will also explain you how things are going on in United Kingdom, and if you want to go there, then what are the requirements. Then again our friend has already joined, Dr. Saurabh Kusesar. Welcome, sir. I'll not take much of your time. And the last but the least, Dubai. I've invited another person. He is also a success story. हमारे साथ में मैंने खुद उनको बॉम्बे लेके गया हुआ था हमारे दोस्त को. And we started working together. Now he is in Dubai. So he is a CEO of a company, and से डिवाइड होते तो जितने भी मिडिल ईस्ट के कंट्री वो कंसल्टेंट है. इज गेटिंग मैन्युफैक्चर्ड इन इंडिया एंड अदर सेक्टर्स एंड बाहर डिफरेंट कंपनी के लिए काम करते हैं. So he will also address you during this session. So this is all about our program. Please don't opportunities because hardly you will be able to hear kind of personalities and इसके ऊपर काम करना बहुत जरूरी है. So this is all about our system and what we are planning to do. और ज़्यादा समय नहीं लेंगे. डॉक्टर कोसे has already joined. मैं चाहूँगा कि सर सेशन हम लोग शुरू करेंगे on this and so this is all about the event. और इस event के साथ पूरा ये कल से 1 o'clock से हमारा प्रोग्राम शुरू होगा. 1 to 2 और 2:30 we'll have entertainment program. क्योंकि इतना लंबा भाषण सुनने के बाद सबको अभी so इसके लिए हम लोग 1 से 2 बजे तक all entertainment only do this. Like musical day, I think tomorrow we are going to do that musical session for 1 hour. अगर किसी को कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट के ऊपर जानते हैं तो they can also play. Our faculty, Mr. Praveen Jani and Jobin and all, they are going to play. And the second day we have kept it for song. जो भी हमारे बच्चों में से या हमारे स्टाफ में से अगर परफॉर्म कर पाएंगे तो 1 आवर उनके लिए रखा गया है. एंड द थर्ड डे इज ए डांस प्रोग्राम. हमारे में बहुत अच्छे डांस करने वाले हैं स्टूडेंट एंड स्टाफ में. और ग्रुप डांस हो तो ये पूरा फ्लो नीचे चला जाएगा. सो उसके लिए भी एक प्रोग्राम रखा गया है. एंड ऑन फ्राइडे 1 आवर के लिए आई हैव ऑर्गेनाइज्ड ए मैजिक शो फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. एंड completely valedictory. उस दिन कोई ऑनलाइन शो नहीं होगा. बट एक इम्पोर्टेंट अनाउंसमेंट. द फार्मेसी काउंसिल ऑफ छत्तीसगढ़ के रजिस्टर डॉक्टर शेखर वर्मा, I have invited him personally. He is going to come and valedictory function में हम रहेंगे वो. और वो valedictory function शुरू होने से पहले 1 घंटा मैंने आप लोगों के साथ इंटरेक्शन के लिए रखे हैं. पर्टिकुलरली सेकंड ईयर डिप्लोमा जो पास आउट हुए हैं वो बच्चों के लिए दे कैन इंटरेक्ट की रजिस्ट्रेशन में क्या प्रॉब्लम है, क्या कैसे and girls you can also interact with him. एंड हमारे जो पास आउट 1 आवर उनको मैं स्पेशली आप लोगों के साथ इंटरेक्ट करने के लिए रखा हूं. So don't forget to join and whatever questions if you have anything regarding registration pharmacy registration के लिए तो वो तैयार करके रखना. he will address you. So this is all about sort of process. Thank you very much for joining. आप लोगों ने सभी फिजिकली ऑल्सो.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर. गुड आफ्टरनून सर. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू.
बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज. एंड आप सभी ने सर को फिजिकली यहाँ देखे होंगे. आई थिंक आफ्टर आवर आईटीसी नागपुर sir had visited here and he has addressed our students also. आपको याद होगा, देखने से आपको पता लगेगा सर को the field of forms practice and all. बहुत कम समय में बहुत अच्छे तरीके से अपने आप को स्थापित keeping our request. and ये जो सेमिनार जो होगा ये पेशेंट सेफ्टी के ऊपर ये जो पूरा 6 दिन का जो प्रोग्राम है, this is the dean of Dr. Saurabh Kose. Please big round of applause. Sir only suggested me sir अगर ये नेशनल फार्मेसी वीक हो रहा है so why not we go for a national seminar. 8 स्पेशलिस्ट पर्सन जो आपको डिलीवर करने वाले हैं, जो रिसर्च पर्सन है, सभी को सर ओनली हैज सो जितने जन आ रहे सब इनका जो आर्किटेक्ट है इसका सॉरी. So I would like to introduce you with 2 minutes to Sir. Dr. Saurabh Sir has did his M.Pharm and PhD pharmacy practice and pharmacy practice ISS College of Pharmacy, Moga, Punjab. It is one of India, and he has did his Bachelor of Pharmacy from RGPV University, Bhopal, and Master degree in Pharmacy Practice from SRM University, Chennai. And Dr. Koshe has more than 11 years of academic research and administration to various professional bodies like APK, IPA, IHPA, ISPOR, SPR, NFPS, etc. And he is also American Heart Association trainer organization member, and he pharmacist 2018, Young Scientist Award 2018 by IHPA SPR, Promising Teacher Award in 2018, Excellence Oration Awards in Pharmacy Practice 2019, and he has also got Best Research Paper Award IMA Arch International Conference 2019 at the City University, Ludhiana. And review articles we do have in our library. Dr. Kose sir का books हमारे library में है, pharmacy practice paper you can refer. And he has 38 research and review articles in different prestigious journals. His area of research include endocrinology, medical community pharmacy practice, pharmaceutical care, counterfeit drugs, drug disposal awareness camps. He has also conducted more than 50 workshops and awareness camps on basic life support. More than 150 by Dr. Kose, several national and international awards. So far guided 25 pharm research project thesis. And also he has got 3 patents by CTRI. डॉक्टर बोसे कहना चाहेंगे तो चलता ही रहेगा much more time. Over to you, sir. Thank you for guiding and showing the path to our staff and students.
Hello, sir. Hello.
I request Amrit sir to remove the PowerPoint PDF which is on the screen so that I can share my presentation. Amrit sir, please stop sharing this picture so that I can share the presentation and start, sir. Yes, sir. So I think my screen is visible to all. Yes, sir. Okay, thank you for the reply. So सर्वप्रथम मैं श्रुति सर का धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूँ. I am thankful to Mishra sir for inviting me and all the staff members, dear students, for celebrating this National Pharmacy Week. First of all, with the philosophy of pharmacy, Shruti sir has taken wonderful initiative to celebrate this National Pharmacy Week, and by uh, collecting, appreciating, and implementing the various speakers from various parts of nation to spoke on various current affairs in pharmaceutical sector. So once again, I am thankful to Shruti sir for the kind invitation, Amrit sir for the coordination, and all the staff member for the arrangements. This is the bio sketch you might be looking after on my profile. So slides are moving. I'm sure slides are moving. So as you know that we gathered over here for 60, 20, this 60 second National Pharmacy Week. Every year in the month of November, third week, a theme is given by Indian Pharmaceutical Association, established by Professor M.L. Sroff, post independence. And since then, we are celebrating this National Pharmacy Week. And this year, the theme is Join Pharmacists to Ensure Patient Safety. I would be speaking for next 1 year on 1 hour on hospital pharmacist and metacognition title. So, as you know that pharmacists are of various types: hospital pharmacist, clinical pharmacist, community pharmacist, academic pharmacist, industry pharmacist, every kind of practice domain or industry domain or setup, the pharmacy person are taking part into it. Either it is diploma, degree, master degree, PharmD, PhD, any kind of education role. This picture is cited from Pharmacy Council of India website stating the significance of job opportunities and major work areas of the pharmacist. Pharmacy practice domains. So pharmacist is one person who is qualified pharmacy education and then going to register as a pharmacist in the state pharmacy council. After the state pharmacy council choose either one of the practice domain, either community setup or hospital pharmacy setup or clinical pharmacy setup or online pharmacy. The most widely practiced is community pharmacy. Then clinical and hospital pharmacy. This both are practiced in the hospital, which is 1/5 of total. So today I'm going to discuss on hospital and clinical. WHO has given a guideline to practice the pharmacy called GPP. As per International Federation of Pharmacy, we comply with the standards of pharmacy practice, delivering good, patient-oriented services, complying with evidence-based medicine and pharmaceutical care. When it's come to the Indian Pharmaceutical Association, they have given a guideline in March 2002 for delivering good pharmaceutical services and care in community pharmacy settings in India. Whereas WHO has also given a subset of rules in 1996. Recently added Pharmacy Practice Regulations 2015 are the one which narrates how to practice in India for various setups of clinical, hospital, community setups, and online pharmacies. Whereas the rules comply with the pharmaceutical jurisprudence and which complies with the rules of A to Z of pharmaceutical jurisprudence. So every drug, every medicine which is used as per certain rules containing DRPs, containing pregnancy category, containing storage conditions, containing expiry date. So this standard preparations are prepared, are published When it comes to analysis, it is pharmacopoeia. But when it comes to the practice, it comes with National Formulary of India. Every 5 years, this National Formulary of India is being given by Government of India, IPC Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, Ghaziabad. And thereafter, at national level, state level, regional level, these standard books are available for the use of medicines or drugs. Whereas, if I talk about Asia, SIMS, current index of medical specialties, are used. Asia contains 6 nations: Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, China, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and India. So this is a quarterly edition. Yearly editions too comes annual one. And during hospital pharmacy practice, students carry these SIMS along with them to the hospital. After SIMS for drug references or hospital pharmacy practice, monthly index of medical specialties comes up. Every month it comes. For physicians or doctors, they do also have to make the drug references. जो भी डॉक्टर होता है इलाज करने के लिए उसको भी दवाइयों के लिए रेफरेंसिंग होती है. WHO प्रिस्क्राइबिंग मैनुअल इज देयर, PDR is there, physician desk reference to take out. This list internationally after every 2 years is given by WHO, World Health Organization. From 1977, after every 2 years, this essential drug list are given. So post World Health Assembly in 1964, this model drug list came into the target. So it is having a huge history of 45 years, 3,000 plus committee decisions, 554 medicines, and almost majorly 400 diseases are covered. For opening a pharmacy store, legal requirement as per Schedule N, Drugs and Cosmetics Act, minimum list equipment requirement comprises with the inscription, with the setup that the pharmacy should be built up with the Pharmacy Act 1948. This Pharmacy Act contains 5 chapters. Is a member Madhya Pradesh State Pharmacy Council, and there stand a lot of applications comes to us for renewals, for new pharmacy, but the minimum requirement to open, to maintain, to cover has to be followed holistically. Whereas the inscription, subscription, a qualified pharmacist can only be a registered pharmacist, and that is abbreviated as RPH. The dimensional strategy for wholesale drug store, that is what we get as a map angular layout inside our textbooks. That for a retail drug store, 150 square meter is required, containing display, betting, storage, furniture, ERP, software, patient waiting zone, etc. So when it comes to pharmacy conducting at a practical level, practicing at a practical level, it requires some excellence. It is professional awareness containing product, promotion, profit with community people's professionalism and personal integrity. After couple of years, when you guys will be graduating your B.Pharm diploma, you might be understanding that what are the various skill sets are required in terms of quality product in the market. Analytical thinking, innovative thinking, vision, resolution, problem-based case studies, active learning, learning strategies, learning cooperations, technology use of ICT tools are some strategies which has to become up. which contains use of 3D molecules, Six Sigma, continuous manufacturing, and various roles. With the management and responsibilities of pharmacist's role in the hospital might appear straightforward. But we need to assess the patient in their care, dispense the drugs, and deemed necessary attention by the instructions given by the physicians, doctors, medics, paramedics, dietitians, nursing staff. Has the hospital team core member a pharmacist, hospital pharmacist, has to deliver the pharmaceutical care? So it is a job of a hospital pharmacist, unlikely like a community pharmacist or clinical pharmacist, to take a primary care of the health of the peoples. So responsibilities are key, where the individual person as a pharmacist well versed with these four strategies as a skill set: technology, self-appraisal, problem-solving attitude, and working with the team. In foreign, when you visit the pharmacy, you find such pharmacy stores containing such cupboards, pharmacists preparing parenteral preparations, nuclear pharmacy, radiopharmaceuticals, parenterals, IV mixtures. The mainframe work continued in the late 70s was dispensing and compounding of a pharmacist by a pharmacist. But nowadays we have a industry ready-made products, and this compounding and dispensing is only done right now nowadays in homeopathic preparations. Sorry. Whereas the dispensing cycle is being taken up by a pharmacist nowadays. Hospital pharmacists have to prepare IV infusions, putting with normal salines, so total parenteral nutritions, sterile preparations, cabinets in at institutional level, autoclave, hot air oven. We get up these things to come into, but in hospital the next level come up for sterile preparations, production machine, non-sterile compounding, including use of infectants, disinfectants, various agents in infection control committee. 2 years, 3 years back only we had COVID pandemic 19 and use of personal protective equipments, including PPEs and various mask, scalp cap, therapeutic footwears, etc. are part to use for non-sterile preparations. A hospital pharmacist has to work from right to drug information center, blood bank, emergency situation, quality department, medical record department, casualty, R&D, human ethics committee, pharmacy and therapeutic committee. So let's start with the worst. There are 3-line treatment for any disease: first line, second line, third line. After third line is death line or death line, which is called as casualty or emergency. In emergency department, activation of emergency medical services, lot of use of injections. The machine which blocks in various parts of the hospitals is stated as crash cart. Cart is something which have the wheelies and they have various drawers and various medicines, various cannulas, pipes, and waste bins. AED, automated external defibrillator, and emergency medicines. And these emergency drugs or medicines are the life-saving drugs which are in the injection forms: atropine sulfate, adenosine, amiodarone, varenicline, digoxin, dopamine, dobutamine, etc. Next work comes of a hospital pharmacist is prescription audit. It is very necessary that a doctor is also a human being, and doctor can also make a mistake. A prescription audit is one part which is done to comply with the original standards which are followed for the purpose of well-being of patient. So that prescription is valid or not, prescription is rational or not, prescription is up to the mark or not, that has to be quantified. And for the same purpose, inside the hospital, there is a pharmacy unit called clinical pharmacy. This clinical pharmacy works into the quality department as per the NABH standard. I repeat, NABH standard. In NABH standard, National Accreditation Board of Hospitals, a clinical pharmacist has to work under clinical pharmacologist. That is MD pharmacology, medical. And this medical pharmacology, a physician only check physician via help of clinical pharmacist. So prescription auditing is done. Next workflow of a hospital pharmacist is hospital formulary. Hospital formulary is something which is called as formulations available inside the hospital is called as hospital formulary. So regional level, state level, national level, Directorate of Health Services gives the urban, suburban, regional level, state-wise list, but a national level formulary. So inside a hospital, you have to prepare a formulary from this references, and for that the hospital pharmacist works in the pharmacy and therapeutic committee. And in this pharmacy and therapeutic committee, the role play comes up with the selections of drugs, including pregnancy category, cost, effectiveness, availability, affordability, socio-economic cluster of the hospital location layout, etc. So this homework is done by the team of pharmacy and physicians. That is why it is stated as pharmacy and therapeutic committee. Respective HODs of the medical specialties takes place in this workflow. Next domain workflow comes up drug distribution inside the hospital. So drug distributions comes up in the typical manner of two ways. Number one is centralized and number second is decentralized. So what happens in centralized? As you can see on the screen, there are 4 counters. Different counters, different things will be done. So a dispensing cycle is completed at outpatient assembly. At outpatient assembly, receiving the prescription and the last step is patient counseling. So drug distribution outpatient takes place in 6 steps called dispensing cycle. Whereas in inpatient, a patient is admitted inside the ward of a hospital. And inside a ward of a hospital, after ward round on nursing station, physician places an order. And nursing staff takes that medicaments from the pharmacy. And from that pharmacy part, it comes to the hospital inpatient ward and the medicines are given. This is drug distributions. Next part is pharmacovigilance activities. So pharmacovigilance program of India is going on, National Pharmacovigilance Week held. Pharmacovigilance are now into different category, not only in medicines but also in medical devices, into blood transfusions. Any molecule, any medicine which is positive, that is also negative. What is the rule? There is the rule in army which is stated as respect all and suspect all. It means any medicine which is costing good money, giving good actions, it may develop some negative results also. So pharmacovigilance is something which is comprises with the drug related problems. And that one of 8 problems in medicine related problems or drug related problems is adverse drug reactions. And apart from adverse drug reactions, the remaining 7 are drug-drug interaction, drug-food interaction, overdose, polypharmacy, missed dose, side effects, adverse event, etc. And hemovigilance is one thing in which drug is not involved, but blood is involved, and blood transfusion, blood storage, providing blood, donor, receiver. A one bag in a blood bank carries 450 ml of blood with mixed antigens to store for the proper use. A person who has donated a blood for one time cannot donate the blood for next 6 months. So overall, blood transfusion storage may also have certain problems. Then herbovigilance is also one thing. Herbal drugs, we widely use food with medicine, so drug food interaction. There are various medical devices like bionic arms, hip transplants, hip implants, assorted eyes, contraceptive devices, copper T, premature birth of a children, then we have to put into an inserniator at pediatric department. So the medical devices from type A to D or 1 to 4 has to taken. So Dr. Clay Selvan is going to speak up on that topic. So after going to taking cases, ward rounds comes up. And into it, a clinical pharmacist or hospital pharmacist take part as a team of patient care. So patient-centric care allows the medicine management in which it offers a great source of advices to the patient. They also called upon to recommend safe combination of medicines or solution to specific patient problems. They offer look after potential side effects, ensure proving effective therapy, and providing safe and appropriate use. So robotic dispensing has been also started with manual instructions post ward round. After COVID in the wards, there should be oxygen supply, oxygen unit tanks, and then how on a nursing station inside the hospitals, such delivery of the drugs takes place. So ambulatory care, hospital care, OPD care, clinic care, home care review, OTC drugs, P drugs, first aid, vital signs monitoring, temperature, BP, heart rate, pulse rate. This processes of patient journey comes to a patient inside the ward or outside the ward. Then sometimes a patient may be required to referred after the type of the nature of the hospital. So ambulatory or aeromedics, ambulances are of 5 types. A hospital pharmacist has to refer a patient with very sincerely and very timely fashion so that next level treatment and follow up the patients takes place. Dialysis is something in which infusions has to be done and which is made up with the help of pharmacist. In foreign, there is a trend called home care review. In foreign, the profession of pharmacy practice is taken as a practice, not as a trade. So for that, they get charged from the patient, and patient happily pays for this rendering of this great services of pharmacist. Hospital pharmacist plays a major role in vaccine or vaccination or immunization. This immunization is monitoring of the temperature guidelines. And this temperature guidelines concentrating with the up-to-date storages, scaling, experiencing various depending on to the temperature, ice line refrigerator, uh, and cold boxes, which is coming up into the next slides we'll be discussing. And as per WHO, there are more than 20 deadly diseases which can be cured in the primary years of the birth post-birth. If this vaccinations like diphtheria, Ebola, hepatitis, influenza, tetanus, encephalitis, measles, rabies, polio, pneumonia, pertussis, cough, mumps, rotavirus, typhoid, etc. Apart from it, the hospital pharmacist also plays a major role in preparations of patient information leaflets and providing this orthopedical aids like stick, walker, wheelie, or lumbospinal belt, or abdominal belt, collar belt, or bandages, crab bandages, that comes up into the place. So in a pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, there will be medicines, patients, and every hospital, clinic, dispensary have a large number of medicines stored. And typically, daily day you have to monitor the storage conditions. You have to clean receiving storages, packaging, dispatching areas. You have to daily clean the floors of the pharmacy. Daily mopping has to be done of the stock, and till that time you can put a board onto the pharmacy store that you can wait for some time. You, after opening your shop, you have to start your system, ERP, your what it is called as ERP is something software which is used to collect the back inventory of the medicines. And there should be a staircase, there should be a display window, there should be some cabinets for the removal of garbages as per the biomedical wastage guidelines. You should have medicines with the container packs, which happens in abroad. And biomedical waste treatment methods, there are a couple of type of biomedical waste, like a regulated one and the non-regulated one. So that has to be taken as per the central pollution control guidelines. The maintenance of the temperature for the vaccines, 2 to 8 cold, 8 to 25 cool, 25 to 30 is room temperature, 30 to 40 is warm. So the vaccines, how a pharmacist plays a major role in vaccination, whether it is a primary health center, community health center, a part of a divisional hospital pharmacy. So ICH has recommended the various zones. We come into the Asia Pacific region as India. So this cabinets, cupboards, ERPs, drawers. This is the Indian pharmacy, a typical Indian pharmacy. So there will be a refrigerator which will be consisting of two parts. The first part, which you can see in the image, is called as the cooler, and the upper part it is called as the freezer. So as per the temperature variation, then you might have seen these boxes during pulse polio campaigning, the cold boxes. So this cold boxes is taken by ASHA and USHA workers to take up. But the vaccine storage and its contingency is with the hospital pharmacist, like issuing vials. Then vaccine carriers. This vaccine carriers just look like the boating machines in the earlier days, being used into the trucks and the transport logistics. But this Aadhar Poonawala group, Serum Institute of India, Pune, Cyrus Poonawala group contains first a lot of vaccine of this Covishield. So some logistics or transports also come. Indian government has 4 depot, and this 4 depot are at 4 part of India, northeast, west, south. The northern depot is Ambala. So vaccines do travel. Everyone who manufacture the vaccines, they send it to the national storage facility. That is what it is called as depot. And from the depot, it goes with the help of the logistics to the various regional hospitals. Next work is assurance of the medicines stored at a place by hospital pharmacist to look after the it is properly stored or not. Next workflow of a hospital pharmacist is stock rotation. So expiry of any molecule, so auxiliary level of a molecule has to be put on up. So this expiry labels helps us in the form of FIFO, first in, first out. Then hospital pharmacist next workflow is when the molecule you have ordered from the time of purchasing, when it is coming to you, you have to receive it very finely, check it twicely with the roll, no tourniquets or leaks or semi-liquid or rubber preparations, latex products should not be concealed it. Flammables containing fire extinguisher should be placed in a manner so that any fire capacity takes place. So this fire should not harm. Then cyclic physical entry, then physical damage. The height should not be more than 2.5 meter. The fire extinguisher, how to use it? There is a rule called pass. Use of fire extinguisher pass. You have to pull the knob at the top of the extinguisher. There is a nozzle which is a directive. It gives a directive towards the area of the fire placement. You have to squeeze the upper arm from the right hand. Then this squeezing will give a directive of the nozzle to the fire area and it will sweep the fire. So this is the training given to a pharmacist in case of any fire emergency or hazard. Air circulation and this standing fans are required in the various godowns, not this pen. Then some medicines are light sensitive, so that is why they are stored in amber colored bottle. In inorganic chemistry, in very first year of B Farm diploma, it is taught to us. So for light protection, again, curtains and as per the specifications of the store in charge, it has to be maintained. The temperature maintaining sheet should be there by the hospital pharmacist because in hospital is a unit where there will be a lot of clinical attendance of the OPD and IPD patients. So storage of the medicines, it should be in a manner so that this temperature is maintained. Power backup should be there and that power backup if power cut is there so that it can be maintained. So refrigerators or ice-lined freezers containing various capacity. In a hospital pharmacy, there will be CCTV camera. It works as anti-theft protection as well as security purposes. Medical shop of furniture can be of steel, stainless steel. Also, it can be of wooden also. But when it is wooden, there is a termite problem. And if it is steel, then it has to be it has to be painted with oil. Otherwise, corrosion takes place. So that's why this medical shop furniture has to be maintained from the wall 4 centimeter distance should be there and the liquid should be put it at the down in middle semi-solid and at the upper level solid things should be put it up. There should be a display box, display window onto the pharmacy stating inscription, name, State Pharmacy Council registration of and the license certificate and license renewal. Hospital pharmacist has to maintain various records such as stock expiry, LASA register, narcotic, H1 register, Xerox prescription. Height should not be more than 2.5 meter in any case, and narcotics and controlled substances would be put into double lock, and the commodity should not be stored like a go down of some other shops. Pest control, termite control, mechanical maintenance, any branches of the trees nearby the shop should be cutted. There should be a software update, tally, mark, or anything. So this software helps to put you to the inventory management into the hospital pharmacy. Whereas the functions of the hospital pharmacy from its original hospital pharmacist has to work with administrative ability, containing pharmacy education, guiding, training, working in a ward round team, lead, developing policy for prescription, pharmacy and therapeutic committee, hospital formulary, medical record department, the technical ability of advanced drug reaction monitoring in ADR monitoring center, drug information center, poison information centers has to be ensured, ability to develop the manufacturing section which contains parenterals, and some kind of radiopharmaceuticals used widely in the therapeutic and diagnostics range, as well as some oncotherapeutics, cancer preparations. Ability to control the peoples, to control the drugs, purchasing orders. Academic ability contains containing pharmacy education programs, some participation in research, and some evaluation of the hospital formulary. Central dispensing area, whereas indoor pharmacist has to dispense, has to monitor expiry, has to monitor the refilling, revisiting patients' prescriptions, coordinating with the purchasing committee, inventory manager. Patient care areas include preparation of patient information leaflets, maintaining liaison with the inpatient care officers called RN, registered nurses, reviewing of drug administration, with junior pharmacists or supply pharmacists, roles and responsibilities along with the direct patient areas where ward rounds, evidence-based medicine, medical history interview, assisting in drug selection, drug stop orders, discharge summary, and counseling. So, whereas prescriptions are received, we have to need to check out for double check entry for medication error should not be there. And as far as today's date is concerned, we are also having antimicrobial this awareness week also of WHO is going off. So antibiotic awareness week are observed by WHO in which anti-sulfa, anti-infective, anti-malarial, antiretroviral. These are the 4 to 5 categories of the drugs which are widely rationally used as per World Health Report. So its sensitivity test should be done before using of it. And drug interactions, food interactions, medicine information, leaflets, essential drug list, this all the things should be taken care of. As per the National Pharmacy Week theme of patient safety, WHO has given that World Health Assembly should be done after every 2 to 3 years, and developed nations threats risk assessment should be done. So international patient safety goals comes up, and into it quality comes up. So IPSG, medication safety, medical management. There are 10 chapters as per the quality department of NABS accredited hospital. So there are 5 to 7 types of hospitals like primary care hospital, civil hospital. Some hospitals are autonomous, some hospitals are government aided. NABH is an accreditation which is a quality benchmark for the hospitals. If I talk about the colleges, NIRF, NEC. If I talk about the labs, NABL lab. If I talk about the hospital, it should be NABH. And NABH should not contain any quality audits. So in this quality audits, strip cutting, prescription errors, transcription errors, administration errors, dispensing errors, storage errors comes up. So in the prescriptions, all the letters should be into the upper cases alphabet. Wrong dose, wrong route, overwriting, dilution, this may have a problem. Sometime in the prescriptions there will be wrong or no dose mentioned. This become overdose or no dose become a guesswork. So that has to be taken care of. In some prescriptions there is no route or wrong route mentioned. This also is one of the problem. Some prescriptions have overwriting, like in this prescription you can see tablet Avas. This is amlodipine, diuretic, okay, which is 40 mg or 20 mg. Over here written 20 mg. So one dose should be written out. Then dilutions, duplications of water should not be there. Abbreviations should be judiciously used. Medicine safety, some narcotic drugs, controlled substances should be properly maintained. Whenever a person is asking, you should ask with the psychiatrist. Daily inventory form, prescription received, empty container, supply, narcotic supply policy, and class 1 to class 5 narcotic substances category are made up, and this has to be taken care of. Next is LASA drugs. LASA medicines are look alike, sound alike drugs. Some medicines look alike in the name, and some, when it is pronounced, sound alike. So its listing should be done and pasted in the pharmacy cupboards. And new pharmacists joining your shop should be trained about this LASA medicines. Then high alert medicines. which contains in the emergency tray or in the casualty department insulin, opiates, coagulants, antipsychotics. This high alerts medicine should be available all the time. In case of roadside accident, casualty, electric current patient, or roadside accident, or it may be anything. Then the clinical audits takes place in the hospital by the hospital pharmacists like antimicrobial stewardship, pain assessment, prescription audit. In pain assessment, facial expression is assessed. The facial expressions for that there is a scale by Gallen and Jensen or Wong Becker face scale up to which 0 to 10 mark is given based on the facial expression of the patient at the time of diagnostic procedures. Behavior rating scales, functional activity scales, WHO pain management ladder. WHO pain management ladder means these are the ladders given by the WHO for the primary, secondary, and tertiary treatment of the pain. It may be paracetamol, aspirin, mefenamic acid, COX-2 inhibitor, opioid analgesic, tricyclic antidepressants are widely used. And this pain assessment or management audit tool should be filled up. So, with various talks of this process, now representations is very important. Coming on to the lighter note, Bangalore restaurant services they have started serving idli in a ice cream history. So sometimes the customer satisfaction is everything, right? In case of medicine, it is not so. In case of medicine, patient has to complete the whole servings called medicine. So medication adherence is one part. Recently, we completed yesterday World Cup. There are some life lessons to be learned from World Cup. Rohit Sharma didn't got a chance to be part of 2011 World Cup, which held in India only. And afterwards, he performed like a gentleman, but was not able to clear got a trophy of World Cup. This man, Virat Kohli, performed consistently for 15 years to break the record of God of cricket, Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar. So consistency, hard work, penetration, patience is very important. Struggle is a part of life. Another lesson from this World Cup. This is one match again Afghanistan, Australia was playing, and they lost some 7 wickets onto 41, 81, and they were defending 293 Afghanistan. This guy got hamstring strains and didn't went out of the ground. He didn't let the comfort zone, and standing on the crease, he scored dynamically 200 on that day and win for his country. So at that time, the win prediction was 6% for Australia when he came to bat on. And later on, he cleared the match in a winning situation. Sometimes all the things is against you. You have to be persistent with your hard work. Next, which one thing came up is timed out. In 156 years of cricket history, no batsman was timed out. There is a rule in World Cup that you have to join the crease in 2 minutes. But this guy came, there was a malfunction of the instrument helmet, and he was not he was appealed for out by the opponent team, and suddenly the umpire asked to are they serious about this appeal, and afterwards he has to go out of the stadium, out of the pitch. So sometimes you need to understand that you have to be on time, and sometimes you have to understand that you have to play with the spirit of the game also. The same happens with the patients also. Some patient might not have money to pay for the drugs immediately, but you have to take as a service of mankind. Next, learnings from the World Cup is time. Time is changeable. 2019, New Zealand knocked out India. In 2023, India knocked out New Zealand. So the best part of time with sorrow and happiness, it changes. But still, you should have a smile on your face. And in the end, whatsoever is your efforts, only results method. So work smarter, work intelligent, and this is one. On lighter note, one prescription for yesterday's defeat which we got from Australia in the World Cup. And don't try to become a physician if you are not mimic like a physician. If you are not doctor. So you need to understand you are a pharmacist first, you are a pharmacy practitioner first. The Medicine Act 1956 allowed MBBS people to practice. Most of the students try to ask why we are not getting the rights or the power of writing a prescription. So in over-the-counter drugs, you are only the prescriber, but in terms of drugs, you are the prescriber. So there are various types of learners. Who you are, choose. Trust, teach, copy, scribble, ease, stress, visual, auditory. When you love your work, something magical happens. So representation is everything. There is a web series on the this Netflix called The Pharmacist. Look it and try to find the role of pharmacist. On a conclusion note, hospital pharmacist plays a vital role. There it is on-job training to apprentice pharmacist, patient counseling, dispensing cycle, prescription audit, medical record department, pharmacy and therapeutic committee, infection control committee, antimicrobial stewardship, oxygen plant supply, blood bank services, poison information center, drug information center, immunization, human ethics committee, stock maintenance of the drugs, inpatient, outpatient drug supply, health camps, ward round participations, containing pharmacy education program, crash card purchasing, vaccine storage, dialysis, etc. In short, pharmacists are the backbone of the current health structure, and there are various settings: academic, hospital, clinical, community, where a pharmacist can perform into multiple roles. So this with these words, I conclude my talk, wishing you all a happy National Pharmacy Week. And if any question is there, you will ask to answer. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir, good afternoon.
Sir, my question is, sir. Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, Swastik, sir. Any questions are there? Please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
So what are the abroad scopes in the so what are the abroad scopes in this background, sir?
Abroad scopes. Nice question.
Yes.
Nice question. When we talk about abroad, you have to go to various nations first. I request you to just off the mic, sir. Then I will speak. Yes, thank you. There are various scopes in the abroad. It depends upon country to country. First thing is which nation you are choosing. If I say you are going to North America, in North America, you have to qualify the test called as NAPLEX by Pharmacist Evaluation Board of Canada, PEBC. Into it, objective structured clinical examination in two parts are over there. And you have to write the test, whereas in America also, US, this test go with same things. If you are going for UAE, Ministry of Health, Dubai Health Authority, okay. If you are going for Australia, there is an exam called CAPS. If you are going for UAE, there is an exam called taken by Royal Pharmaceutical Society of Great Britain. So in abroad, this profession is taken in 50-50 with physician. There is no such term called as doctor. So first you have to go abroad as per the immigration policy. Second, you have to clear the qualifying exam. Consistency should be with the competency in the communication. And in this communication, suppose you are going to UAE, you should be very good in Arabic, medical abbreviations, because the patient will be speaking Arabic. If you are going to such country, suppose you are going Germany, so that part. So complying with the accent, so you should have completed one of the English testing system like IELTS, GRE, TOEFL. One test should be clear up, and afterwards you become a pharmacist over there for a certain period of time. And for your licensure at abroad, either it is a developed or underdeveloped nations, what are their prerequisites, job occupancy list. In abroad, pharmacy is a very noble profession, top paying profession. Per hourly, you would be getting handsome package, and it is, I am telling you, my friend, it is in a lot of more scope widely. So overall, at abroad, it is at very higher served, higher paid packages. In US, pharmacy technician, pharmacy assistant is among top 10 paying professions, and it is on to the second rank. Are there. There are oncotherapy, drug information, home care review visits. So at abroad, this profession is taken as practice, and it is highly praised. So at abroad, there are a lot of scopes.
Thank you, sir. So my another question is, sir, one can get the enough career choices and the scopes in India, or the abroad has the more career choices and the scopes than India?
This is just like मेरी बीबी अच्छी है या उसकी बीबी अच्छी है. So what I wanted to answer over here is कि India is having a wide range of population. 142 करोड़ है, 142 crore. So if I talk about Australia, 17 crore, which is equivalent to Madhya Pradesh. We in India, in terms of length and volume, we are more. 142 crore population, raw material, land, industrial production, each thing is available. If we talk about abroad, abroad is also having their economy is good, but आपको taxes pay करने होते हैं. It depends. In my thought process, it depends on your family and you what you decide. So in India also there are 45,000 small scale industries are there. There are 20 lakhs practicing pharmacists. There are 4,500 institutions. There are 1,20,000 teachers. There are n number of every 1,700 persons we have one pharmacist. So what I mean to say is there is enough amount of work task force of pharmacists. हम लोग कंपैरिजन में जब जाते हैं तब प्रॉब्लम आती है. So we need to understand what is the average per person capita, and to live a healthy and happy and peaceful life, how much money is required actually. So काम और नींद कभी पूरी नहीं होती है, काम करते करते थक जाते हैं पैसा कमाने के लिए. So we need to understand. ये हम नहीं कह सकते कि इंडिया में ज्यादा स्कोप है या बाहर, but I tell you India is a diversified country and we have a lot of job roles over here in public domain as well as private domain.
So my another question. The salary in this profession and how much time it takes to
Yes.
reach at that level?
Yes, very nice question. I am telling you one thing. In our pharmacy profession, first you have to learn. After getting a job in whatsoever the segmented, it is regulatory, it is QA, it is QC, it is CDM, it is CR, or it is academia. Okay. After concentrating with couple of years of experience, real-time experience, you have to remove the L from the learn. So first learn couple of years, then remove that L, then it become on. So if you are going to take with such strategy, in our profession there is no recession as such, and your career graph slightly will go high. So it is individuality, it is dependency, it is switches, it is opportunity, it is updatation of skills, either it is software skills, hardware skills, technical skills. सब कुछ हमारे ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. हमारा फोन भी अपडेट मांगता है, गाड़ी भी मांगती है, लैपटॉप भी मांगता है, तो दिमाग भी मांगता है. वैसे ही जॉब रोल है. सो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन इंडिविजुअलिटी. इट इज वन थिंग कि हमारा प्रॉब्लम यह है कि हमको जब हम लोगों ने घर में आके ईंटें मिट्टी रेता रखा और ताजमहल चाहिए, एक दिन में घर नहीं बनता है, धीरे धीरे बनता है। पहले बेस बनता है, फिर दीवार बनेगा, फिर छत डलेगा, फिर प्लस्तर होगा, फिर ऑयल होगा, कलर होगा, फिर इनॉग्रेशन होगा। सेम इज अवर करियर स्टेप्स। सो फर्स्ट यू हैव टू मेक द बेस। तो योर डिग्री इज गोइंग ऑन, यानी प्लॉट खरीद ही लिया है आप लोगों ने, तो डेफिनेटली घर भी बन जाएगा।
Thank you, sir. We have got to know about a lot of information about this profession. Thank you for your time, sir.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर। Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for inviting us. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.